This breathing practice can be done in any position as a quick check-in. So to start, you might just notice your breathing in whatever position you're in. Notice if it moves a little higher up into your chest, or if you get more movement down below. And when we're in a bit more of a stress response, you may notice more chest breathing, breathing that's a little higher up, a little faster, a little more shallow. And we're going to deliberately bring the breath down towards the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle that sits at the lower rib cage and attaches all the way around. As you inhale, it expands down and out in order to allow the lungs to fully expand. By getting that deeper diaphragmatic breath, the air can go down in a little bit lower. It can exchange oxygen a little bit better. And a lot of people find that it's difficult to get that full deep diaphragmatic breath in an upright position. So while it's good to just check in throughout the day, notice your breathing, and if you are really breathing up high and shallow, try to bring it down lower. It can be really helpful to have a practice that is dedicated to just creating this more relaxed, quiet breathing. So I recommend that you try lying down. Sometimes when we lie down, we don't have to be using our core muscles for posture, and it may help you to get more of this diaphragmatic breath. You can lie down in a position that's comfortable for you. You probably want a flatter type of pillow. If your pillow is up really high, it'll kind of push your head forward and change the position of the diaphragm. And then you can rest your hands on your belly or place an object with a little bit of weight, this is just a cork yoga block, on your belly. And with your inhale, notice a rising of the belly. With your exhale, allow the belly to naturally soften and recoil, no effort needed. Inhale, belly expands, and exhale, softening. So again, feeling for that rise and fall of the abdomen. And often when we say belly breathing or abdominal breathing, that's an oversimplified phrase because the diaphragm really does expand in all directions. You may also feel that expansion into your low back area, down towards the bottom of the pelvis. But feel how the tissues move out of the way to let even the bottom of the lungs expand. The other thing that you may notice is that when you're breathing in this way, expanding with the inhale, softening with the exhale, you'll notice that the activity through the chest becomes more quiet. Another strategy you could use is placing a hand over your chest or your heart and allowing that space to stay fairly still as the movement of the breath comes down a little bit lower. If it's possible, be sure to breathe through your nose, as when we breathe through our nose, that facilitates more of a parasympathetic shift, more of a rest and digest response. As you become more practiced with this diaphragmatic breathing, you may notice that you can lengthen out your breath. So inhaling for just a little bit longer, exhaling for a little bit longer, maybe even a beat longer than your inhale. So keep breathing at a pace that makes sense for you. If you're ever slowing the breath down so much that you feel like you're gasping for your next breath, then you know you've met your limit. So inhaling as long as you can comfortably inhale, exhaling, perhaps even lengthening out the exhale. Continue that at your own timing, your own pace. Slowing down the exhale is another way that we can create a parasympathetic shift, just by simply lengthening the exhale. Continue to inhale belly big. Slow exhale. Inhale, expanding. And you might exhale and envision all of your excess tension just releasing with that out breath. And then when you come back, transition slowly, roll to your side and pause. Take your time as you come up onto your arms and make your way up to upright. And see if it's any easier to get that diaphragmatic breath in the upright position. Maybe feeling for your belly or your diaphragm with your hands, inhaling to feel your fingers separate, exhaling. Feel them naturally recoil coming back together.